Computerized Start is brought to you by my awesome patrons on Patreon, and by your tips and memberships on Ko-fi. These and other channel supporters make my live streams possible. You too can become a channel supporter with tiers starting at just $1. And as always, thank you for all your support, including sharing, chatting, liking, and subscribing. Now roll that famous logo animation! Good evening, and welcome back to Computerized Start Live. I am your host, Justin D. Morgan, and I decided in the interest of time to not update the animation, so this is actually not a Marcintosh stream. This is Justin bought something on eBay and is going to unbox it live in front of a internet audience so that I have witnesses in case this deal is not as described. But first, who are those witnesses? Should I need to send a link to this live stream to eBay? We have Jack68K, Jeremy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack, Frank S, Everything is Broken Garage, Trina's Technobabble, Frodo Jedi, Eric's Edge, Retrotech Chris. I'm even late in person, as Retrotech Chris figured out. And let's see here, Garth Beagle, welcome. All right, yes, Marcintosh adjacent stream, thank you. All right. So I have this wonderful box here that was delivered by the United States Postal Service. Hey, K-Mac Vintage, welcome. This eBay seller did not do this the smartest way. So PSA, if you're selling a lot of cards, you might want to look into the large flat rate box, not the large mailing box, because they paid $41.60 of postage to send this from the West Coast to the East Coast. I believe the flat rate box would have been closer to $25. Plus, they could have used eBay and got a discount too. Yes, Chris. All right. Hey, Javier, welcome. Yeah, I've been, all right. Well, depending on what's in this box, I'll have some things to resell. There's one card in this box that, I think my price on it might be $1 million. No, it's probably not worth that much. All right. So, all right, we have a box. Thank you for using priority mail. Postage required, yes. This is packaged so well. And I don't know, I think I'm just gonna, what's in the box? Yes, what is in the box? I think what I'm going to do is take all the cards out, and then I'll put the Apple IIe on the bench and we'll start testing some of these, although I can't test them all because some of these are Apple II GS cards, and I do not have an Apple II GS. But the first card, all right, and this is actually, I don't remember this card being in the auction photo. This is a RamWorks 2. And it looks like it is fully populated with memory. So I think this has 768K on it. And this actually is an Apple IIe card. So I can test this. Woo! All right, well, let's see what I might have in here, Garth. Oh yeah, let's see here. Yeah, these are kind of dicily packaged. Okay, we'll just go with this one here. And I'm going to be very careful. The card looks bent on the left side facing the card. Was this card bent? Actually, yeah, the card does look like it has a slight bend in it. Well, we'll still test it. Garth, I might have an 80 column card or 2 or 20 in here. Oh no, 80. Well, Apple IIe 80 column card, that is. Retro Techie. A Retro Techie cannot simply have just anything in this box because he would have to pay shipping and a small processing fee for helping out with the total cost of that. Yeah, I figured you were joking, Garth, especially when you said rare 80 column card, considering. Yeah. Okay, so we have a Super Serial card without the cable. So I won't really be able to test that, although I guess I can see if Computer Inspector detects it as a serial card. All right, we have one Super Serial card. Oh, wait. We have 2 Super Serial cards. I mean, it looks like they've kind of been stacked. Oh, but wait. We have 3 Super Serial cards. We have 4 Super Serial cards. We'll see, Jack68K. I don't remember. We have 5 Super Serial cards. And I know you all can see why I haven't, why the count is still counting. Let's see, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Super Serial cards. Okay. Yeah, but wait, there's more. Yeah. So, yeah, I think Adam told me there's a place where you could get the cables for these. So I may have a few Super Serial cards for sale soon, especially if I can figure out if they work. Yes. All right, but yeah, I've got 12 of them. Anyways, all right. But these aren't exactly why I bought the lot, but knowing there were 12 Super Serial cards in the lot made me feel a little better. All right, let's see here. All right, what about, we'll go for this bubble wrap. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna fill all the slots with Super Serial cards. Actually, I'm gonna pull the things out of this box because I'm running out of space to put things. Oh, there we go. Oh, all right. Negative feedback. There's a packing peanut in there. Just kidding. Okay, I guess I could forgive 2 packing peanuts. All right, so the next card is, all right, here's one that I can't test directly. And $5 says it's a Super Serial card. Well, I can't guarantee there's no more Super Serial cards in here, but I think that might have been all of them. This is an Apple II GS memory card, fully populated. This is actually one of the things that caught my eye because I needed some memory chips. Yeah, confession time. I am so going to swipe the memory chips off that card. But wait, there were actually 2 more fully populated Apple II GS memory cards. Yeah, I know. What do super serial cards do? Well, they're, oh, good question. It's the serial card that supports both modes of the serial card that came before it, because apparently Apple made a serial card and then they updated the ROM, and that broke a whole bunch of printers that worked with the first serial card ROM version, but not the second. So the super serial card supports both modes plus does other things. Yeah. Oh, yes. So we have an 80-column memory card. Someone keep count, because this isn't the only one. Also, if anyone's wondering, have I yet to see an MTRAM memory chip? Not yet. But here we go. We got one 80-column 64K card. Hey, Adam. We haven't got to the good thing yet. Although, all right, we have a parallel printer interface for the Apple IIe with a funny little connector here. I'm just, hey, Ron, welcome. Yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to actually maybe notice the really actually interesting thing, but yeah, nice parallel card here. Don't have a printer that fits that. Okay, well, parallel card. We have a little Lyron card here. Nothing special. Just a little Lyron. See? Just a little Lyron card. Yeah, actually, you know, if you I got to be careful when I hold this, because if I hold it like this, then it's a Ron card, and that might mean I have to give it to Ron's computer videos. Yeah, this is actually what caught my eye and made me make the seller an offer. And I was almost sure that the seller might have realized what was in the lot and was just going to reject it outright. So like 5 minutes after I made the offer, I noticed the auction had ended. I'm like, oh, it ended. He realized he had something valuable in the lot. And then I got an email from eBay saying, it's time to pay for your purchase. He accepted my offer of $100. All right, we have a I/O controller card. Yeah, someone might also want to keep track of disk controller cards that have a cable on them. So, yeah. Yep, one disk controller card. And we have a disk controller card for parts, because Adam already told me that, yeah, you can get these connectors, but they cost more than the card's worth. So if I have any bad disk controller cards, these are even socketed, so I got parts. So I'll put that in the parts pile. Got a Disk 2 interface card with slightly bent pins. So I guess there's 2 disk controller cards. And we got another Disk 2 interface card. So there's 3 disk controller cards. No, I'm keeping the Lyron card. I think Adrian can find his own Lyron cards if he needs more, because apparently he knows where to find Lyron cards. Because I think, given what I've seen on the internet, it seems like Adrian has all but one of the Lyron cards in the US, and I have the other. Oh yeah, but there's more, Garth. Although, unfortunately, I think these are all parts cards, because, yeah, someone like ripped the cables off. Yeah, these are all parts cards, because someone ripped the cable off of them. So, anyway, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I got a total of 14 parts cards for disk controllers. So they'll go in my, I got a parts box. And then finally, If you thought that was like any RAM chips there. Oh yeah, I'll go back to RAM chips. Oh, the only RAM chips are actually in boards. This was all cards. All right. So I have. All right, so we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 Apple IIe 64K 80 column cards, and I now have more than Adam, apparently. Also, I was, suit of armor with all these spare cards. So, I was wondering, do any of these have MT RAM chips? Well, that's NEC, 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 Texas Instruments, NEC, NEC, NEC. You know, I'm starting to feel offended here. NEC, 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 NEC. I think most of these are NEC memory chips. I don't think I'm going to have the privilege of just throwing one away because it's got MT RAM on it. Of course, then again, there we go. Yeah. And the interesting thing is, I don't think there was any MT RAM in that entire box. Yeah, because that was Hitachi on that one. These are all TI and Hitachi and NEC, Hitachi, and some, I don't recognize the logo. It's a little triangle. And Hitachi. Yeah. 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 So anyways, let me check about, where's Dana when you need a 1520 column monitor? Yeah, exactly. Oh, I see. There's CEN chips, yeah. Yep, I now have more cards than Chris has LTEs. LTE 5000s. So, yep. Yeah, and I got all that for $100 plus shipping, but I didn't pay $40 shipping. I think the seller listed it with like flat rate shipping and then used a mailing box. Oh, yeah, okay, so these are all from Platinum 2Es. Well, how appropriate. Let me go get my Apple IIe. Yes, we are going to test these live. All right, so I have a Platinum 2E. I got the disc controller card in it. It's got an 80 column card. Actually, yeah, the 80 column card. Yes, we're going to test all 1980 column cards. But first, I'm going to ask you to smash that like button if you think that $100 plus shipping for all those cards is a good deal. And I'm also going to save a little wear and tear on my disk drive. Maybe. Then again, I'd have to copy the image to that. I may, while tests are running, I may put the disk image on a floppy emu, but I think for the immediate moment, I'm going to pull I got a disk 2. I'll pull a floppy drive over here. Just actually use a real, honest to goodness floppy drive. Hey, 1-Bit Fever Dreams. Oh, I'm sure the slots will be fine, Garth. These things are built like tanks. Ryan, I might have a few for sale soon. And especially if you need an 80-column card. I think I might have figured out a way to, like, maybe not cost an arm and a leg and a kidney and a spleen to ship to Canada. Maybe. I guess I gotta try it with someone. I think pirate ship, if I can, I think pirate ship for small parcels, they've got a better rate than the postal service. Somehow. There we go. Let me see. Actually, I just have to remember where the floppy disks went. Oh, wait. This is not a tested disk 2. Complications. Hold, please. I gotta remember where I put my box of floppy disks. They're probably... Oh! Okay, well, actually, they're who knows where in the house. Okay, I'll just copy the disk image to the floppy emu then. Fine, emulation wins tonight. Yeah, okay. All right. All right, so let me see here. Let me move my Apple design keyboard. I've heard in a random sampling of 100 Macintosh users that oatmeal is preferable to the Apple design keyboard in terms of tactile response. And in fact, they even think the Apple design keyboard tastes better than oatmeal. Don't eat an Apple design keyboard. All right. I am probably now going to realize the adapter I need is... Oh, of course. Yes, just start a live stream and you too will realize that the things you thought were downstairs aren't. All right, well, guess what? We're going to test one of these Disk 2 controller cards so that I don't have to go find my floppy emu 19-pin adapter. All right. And floppy emu, I just have to load the firmware. Firmware downloads, Apple II firmware for... There we go. Normal version. Load the firmware. Maybe someday I'll buy a second floppy emu so I don't have to load firmware every time I need to switch platforms. README, copy the file to the root. All right. So to update the floppy emu, apparently they have a new image file format. I'm feeling brave tonight. So you copy the bin file to the root of the SD card. And let's see here. I'll catch up with chat momentarily. Let's see, replace the file in the... All right. And let me grab the... disk image here. I did at least download the disk image. Right. Let me copy the... Copy two other images over while I'm thinking about it. Utilities. Oh, cancel. All right. Got those. And then you... Let's see here. So we copied that. Eject. Then when plugging the floppy emu into the disk 2 controller card, you want to make extra special care that you align the red stripe with pin 1, because this connector is not keyed and it does not care if you screw up plugging the cable in. And pin 1 is towards the inside. We want to plug the floppy emu into here. And then I will check the chat before I power this computer on, just in case someone is saying, you can't do it like that. You're going to ruin something. Well, if I can get the cable in, there we go. There we go. Yeah, Apple II disk controller, do not care. There we go. All right. Hey, John. Welcome. Yeah, we got a lot of cards. I'm about to start testing them. So, we hold down the select and previous button. So, insert the card into your floppy emu and turn on your computer. Oh. All right, updating the floppy emu firmware. And, all right, so let me just see what I've missed in the chat. Yeah, we're going to test all 1980 column cards. Yep, I am going to boot Computer Inspector. And all right. Catch up with chat. I guess if anyone said anything really, really important, you can tag me in it. All right. Oh. And you can't see anything because I got to press that lovely button there. No, I got to press that button there. There we go. So this is my Apple IIe's configuration. I got an extended 80 column and a disk 2 card. And just to make sure, I'm running the RAM test on my RAM to make sure it's working. There we go. So it looks like it's working. Yeah. Actually, Frodo Jetta, I think I missed my own giveaway. Yeah, maybe I should. There we go. It's my 256 subscriber giveaway, and I'm joking. I'll give away a 64K 80 column card. I'll autograph it even. Okay, that's a joke. I haven't figured out what I'm going to give away. All right. But thank you for 256 subscribers and beyond, because I think I'm at about, what, 259 or 260 or something like that. All right. Retro Techie needs everything. Free ship. Nice try, Retro Techie. Garth is stuck in 40 columns forever. Seriously, Garth, if you need an 80 column card, I'll hook you up. Oh, he's stuck at 45 columns. Actually, if you're stuck at 45 columns, then you have a rare Apple II. Let's see here. I can test 19 cards at the same time. Yeah. Yes, Adam. I have no doubt that you could test 19 cards at the same time. All right, so I'm going to start with the cool card here. I guess it's the old style memory expansion card. And we'll run with that. Okay, so it does see the extended 80 column card. Excellent. And we'll let it run a couple cycles while I check chat. Murphy's Law of live stream. Yep, that would be at the can't find the adapter. I sure thought I brought downstairs with the Flappy Emu. It's probably upstairs. Yeah, I had 12 super serial cards. Yeah, 12 super serial cards, not 20. I have 20 memory expansion cards. Yeah, the vultures are starting to circle. And yeah, Garth needs extra RAM for his AppleWorks spreadsheets. Yeah, I'm not laughing. I respect using AppleWorks. All right, so I got one working 64K card. All right, place your bets in the chat. How many memory cards will I go through before I find one that doesn't work? Also, I'm gonna try the RamWorks card now. Yes, it would have been better if I had 19 Lauron cards, but oh. All right, so it does. Oh, ooh, does that card actually have a megabyte on it? 6. Oh, maybe it does. 6, 12, 18, 24. Oh, that is a megabyte. I've miscounted how many RAM chips are on that. Yeah. Anyone needs 78 MacBook Pro / Air laptops? Probably not. Shipping to the US would probably be a killer. Oh, yeah. I just happened, I had a saved search and I just happened to check my saved search right at the right time because, believe me, I'm sure if I'd waited too much longer, someone else was going to have seen the Lauron card and made an offer before me. 29,000 on laptops? Yeah, ouch. I think the number of super serial cards that I have is multiplying in the chat by the minute. So Sloopy Malibu, Send a memory card to Duke Donuts. He's trying to use a 2GS with no memory card in it. Ooh. No, Retro Techie, I'm not giving all these away tonight. Yeah, we'll see what I can do. I am going to take some of the RAM chips off of one of those, or at least one of those 2GS cards, because here's I didn't realize that I had a RamWorks card in that lot. The seller said they'd throw in any other cards that they happened to find. I don't remember the RamWorks card being pictured. So I had actually bought this card on eBay. And while I let that run a cycle or two, and I just had, it was Marcintosh, so I didn't have a chance to look at this. And no, I would love to give away all these cards, but actually I'm going to sell a bunch of them so that I can actually make a little extra money for the channel. But I could be convinced for exceptionally good causes that I might be able to help some out too, because, well, I'm a nice guy and all, but I am going to sell a bunch of these so I can try to make up for what I spent on, like, a Lauron card and a whole bunch of cards I can't really use, because I have one Apple IIe and you're looking at it. Who knows? Yes. So anyways, I had bought this card on eBay, and I needed memory chips for it. Of course, now I might, I don't know, it's still kind of a cool-looking card, though. So I'd bought this Checkmate RAM card off eBay, and it only had memory in one of the banks. And the only reason I bought this card is, actually, let me zoom in, because I think I bought this card because those two chips on it have the little Checkmate logo on them. How silly is that? Yeah, the single wipe sockets here definitely were not a selling point, but the fact that it had those two chips right there with the Checkmate logo, and plus the Checkmate logo is kind of cool. So, oh, wait a minute, I have for my next haul of Apple II cards, thank you. Eep. So, I'll actually give this one a test too tonight, even though it only has like one bank of RAM on it. All right, well, let's go back to wide angle, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna press record on my camcorder just in case something goes spectacularly wrong. Then at least I've got footage of it for the YouTubes. All right. So my 1 megabyte RamWorks 2 card seems to work. This might actually be the card this might be the card I keep for RAM. It's ironic. I bought the lot for the RAM chips on the Apple IIgs card so I could populate my Checkmate technology card, which I'm actually just going to go ahead and test here right now. And I get a RamWorks card that's fully populated already. So, yeah, that's quite the turn of events. All right, so there we go. Extended 80 column card with 256, so it looks like it's detecting the Checkmate card correctly. And so this wasn't part of the lot. I just figured I'd test it since I pulled it out of the bubble wrap from where I bought it. Okay, well, it works, so yeah, I may buy it because it's a cool looking card, and I may populate it with RAM and sell it. Test it, of course. All right, Next, we're not going to test these cards because there's no way I don't think an Apple IIgs card will, no, it wouldn't even fit, even if I wanted it to. All right, so I guess we got a stack of 80 column cards. Oh, and I guess this Disc 2 controller card works. That's good. I'll have to put my Flappy Emu into smart mode port at some point, and I'll test the Lyron card. That'll require me to go upstairs and grab the adapter, or that will require me to find the adapter that I can't find, though. It's probably floating on my desk, so... All right, we got an 80 column card. It sees it. RAM memory test. I have a feeling these cards are probably just going to work. Yep, that one appears to be fun. Oh. Bought a 4 megabyte RAM card for your 2GS a few years ago for $35. That's actually a pretty good price. These are, I think those are only 1 megabyte 2GS cards. Yeah, liquid cooler on this Apple II. How hot do you think these run? I mean, this isn't Action Retro where he'd probably overclock the gajibers out of it, but... And... All right, yet another memory card. Liquid power supply. All right, so I got another 80 column card. I don't know what these are actually worth, but I did notice that some people sell them for 30 bucks on eBay. Granted, I don't know how quickly they sell when they're listed for 30 bucks, but... Yep, 80 column card. Test complete. Nice. All right, so we got... Quite honestly, most of these 80 column cards are probably just going to work. That's my guess, if not all of them. Yep, 80 column card, how exciting. RAM memory test. All right, I'm looking to see if I can't find that adapter. You know, I sure thought I put it in this drawer. Nope. Ah, test complete, of course. Okay. The funny thing is, I probably pulled it out from my live stream, or Dave's stream, thinking I'd need it, and probably just sitting on my bench somewhere. Totally, machine identification, and gave you column card. Box memory. Okay. Good night, John. Yeah. It's going to be the most thrilling RAM test. guess if I really wanted to be exciting, I could throw a super serial card or two in and see if they're... I don't know if MECC detects them or not, but they do have a ROM on them, so Computer Inspector might actually be able to detect them. Oh. Okay, that's my 80 column card. That's a card, machine identification, yep. And and that one's okay. Whoops. Don't know what that was that just fell. All right. Actually, let's change this up a bit. Wow, that is one tough connector. I'm gonna throw a couple super serial cards in here just to see if they're detected. I'll have to get some a null modem adapter probably to actually test, or well, actually I don't need a null modem adapter. I just need to get some jumper wires and figure out. We'll put 3 of those in. That sounds good. And a memory card. Why not? Let's see, that's the Apple II card. There's the batteries. That's no controller card. It's going to... Oh, there we go. It does detect the... Oh! And I did a dumb. You can't put a card in slot 3. Okay, why did Apple put a slot 3 in these computers if slot 3 is the aux slot? Although I guess you could choose not to put anything in the aux slot. Maybe that's why they did that. Yeah. All right, machine identification. There we go. All right. Very good. So it does see those super serial cards. So they're probably, well, they're at least detected. All right. Well, I'll figure out how to test them later. All right. These are... Okay, you can put a slot 3. Yeah, that's what I figured. All right. So, another memory card. So I'm up to 7 memory cards tested and the little ones tested and working. And I guess let me stick a couple more super serial cards in. So who knows, maybe I might want to start up a dial-up BBS service right here. Cue Joe appearing in the chat going, dial-up BBS service, in the chat. All right, machine identification. All right. 3 super serial cards that were detected, an 80 column card. Very good. think I might swap disk controllers here. All right, so these 3 super serial cards are promising. I think I know how to test them. I'll see if I can't get what I need to do the ADT Pro, where you can basically boot your Apple II from a super serial card and create a disk image. I suspect if I can successfully do that with each of these super serial cards, they're probably okay. Thanks, Trina. Yeah. Joe can do it better than I can, too. Oh, come on. Come on, Ryan. Blue Scuzzy Joe. Blue Scuzzy Joe. Blue Scuzzy Joe. I'm not afraid of Joe. Well, Joe hasn't. Yeah, I'm super serious. Well, I am serious about trying to test those super serial cards. So far, the only junk I've found in this lot were the disc controllers with the ripped off cable. All right, and detects 3 more super serial cards. That's probably a good sign. And that one works. All right. Good night, Retro Techie. Actually, I have to admit, I did want a super serial card. Of course, the thing is, I didn't buy this lot just for like 20,000 super serial cards, but it was a nice bonus. All right. You know, I think before I continue, I'm going to deoxide gold. Nope. Okay. Let's try another 80 column card. These are exciting. Oh, that's right. I'm going to swap Disc 2 controller cards. So this one works. Excellent. I mean, I'll probably hold on to the Disc 2 controller cards, because you never know when I might manage to finally get an Apple II Plus. And it might need a Disc 2 controller card. Oh. Yeah, the super serial cards, seemingly I have like, at this rate, about 100 super serial cards, even though I only took 12 out of the box. No, I think, oh, I think that explains that one Mac 512K that Steve had in his video that he turned on and turned off really quick. Because it started squealing like a tribble. That was actually painful. All right, 3 super serial cards, 80 column card. And I think this Disc 2 card works as well. Night, Ryan. Yay. So it looks like at least all my super serial cards pass the... I plug them in and Computer Inspector sees them. So I'll figure out where I can get some replacement cables for them, and then I'll Well, I may have some for sale. Because I think they're probably more valuable if I get replacement cables for them than make whoever buys them find their cable. All right, 80 column card. Ended 80 column card, yay! RAM test. Test complete. I'm still looking for my adapter for the floppy emu so I can try the Lyron card, as I think there's a smart port image on this floppy emu. I'm no. Oh, well, there's my math coprocessors. Ended a com card, that's good. RAM memory test. That's okay. All right. And another one. And actually, it's cool. These disc 2 cards work. I mean, I presume they work. I presume testing one floppy drive is enough. And yay, test complete. There we go. And another. And it's the 80 column card. Oh. Oh, woohoo. Just found some random 30-pin Sims laying around. Not the adapter I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm beginning to think I left the adapter upstairs for some strange reason. Probably because I thought I was going to be using my floppy emu with a Mac. Oh, that's right, I did. And then promptly because I forgot that the Mac I was going to try to. Well, no, I didn't forget. I realized that. Oh, I was going to run Snooper, and then I realized. Oh wait, I've got Snooper on my Blue Scuzzy image. I don't need to bother plugging in a floppy emu, and I bet the adapter is up on my desk upstairs. Extended 80 column card. Test complete, yay! Yeah, Frodo Jetta, I'll let you know, because I probably will sell them. I can't test them. It's the only problem. I'm probably going to take the RAM chips off of one of them, because I need some 512K RAM chips. I think there's enough Apple II GS RAM cards in the world that I can afford to take the RAM chips off of one of them, but I may sell the other two. Yep, all right, that one works. In fact, I'll probably, the Apple II GS card I take the RAM chips off of, I'll probably keep the card, because somehow I suspect there's enough of those cards floating around unpopulated that... Yeah, they're 256K chips, which is what I need, Adam, because I wanted to put memory on my Checkmate card, which needs 256K times 1 chips. So I think I'd just take them right off these Apple II GS cards and put them right on my Checkmate card, and I'll have 768K of RAM on it. In fact, actually, I may even do that tonight, because that I have one more of these RAM cards. So these cards all work. Well, I got the last one here. Jeremy, last time I bought 256K times 4 chips, I bought them from UT Source. Because I think that's what the Franklin Ace 500 needed. Or no, Franklin Ace 500 didn't need 256K times 4. It used 256K times 1, I think. The video card I built. I bought them from UT Source. Nope. They all worked. Of course, I was about to do something stupid then. I just about unplugged that RAM card with it turned on. That would have been really dumb. Yeah, all those cards worked. So now I gotta find my silly adapter for the Lyron card. But first, how about... let's play Computer Surgeon. Okay, so my Disc 2 cards work. And I think I'm probably just going to hold on to both of them. So I guess I can put this card back in. And let me put the top back on temporarily. And then let me find something to set on top of that so that I can, so I don't scratch up the top of it. I don't have any anti-static foam. All right, so basically what I was going to do is, well, take my pick of RAM chips. So do I feel lucky if I take Hitachi memory chips? Because these are all Hitachi. Or I could pick a Hyundai and Hitachi. Oh, and there's a Texas Instruments chip on that card, which I bet is a sign that one of the Hyundai chips failed. Nope, I don't think I'm going to pick that one. And this one's Samsung and Texas Instruments. Okay, jumpers have to be reconfigured. Okay. I'll have to figure out what the jumper settings are. Although I think the checkmate card, I just put RAM in. Ah, and of course the checkmate card has Toshiba memory, so it's not making the choice. So it's 120 nanosecond memory, and the memory chips are 86. So I'm just going to pick based on whichever one of these cards will best match the memory that's on that card. Why not? So the one with all Hitachi RAMs looks like they're dated 85. Okay, they're all 150 nanosecond. All right, actually, I'll probably hold on to that one. The Hitachi memory one, that's probably one of the ones I'll sell. Because if I can't test it, that's probably that all the memory chips, all the socketed memory chips match. Oh, 2GS card has jumpers for 256, 512, and 1024. All right, well, that's good because I'm gonna steal 512K from it. So I'll just jumper that one for yeah, 512. So these Hyundai chips are 100 nanosecond. I don't think it really matters. Those are 89. 86. So these are really new memory chips on that one. Which probably explains, yeah, someone probably bought that with 512K and then they upgraded it. So these are all 88 and 88. All right, well, I guess I'm going to take all right, I've picked my card. I'm going to take the memory chips off of this one. I won't, although first, let me just make sure they look like, yeah, okay. All right. So basically, I'm just going to, I'll look the card up, Adam. No worries. I will change the jumper though before I forget. So I'm going to take 512K off of this card and put it on the checkmate card. And then I'll yeah, that would have been too simple for Apple to have put the jumper settings on the card. Actually, let me see. Somewhere I've got my good oh, there they are. Yeah, I just realized. I've got a better I have two of these, and I think I finally did throw the ones out that were not the because I had this one here that is made of a good metal, but then I had another set that were so cheap that the parts that you pull the chip out with were bending. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, all right, so let me see here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically, for Bank B, I picked 8 chips that match. So I picked 8 Hitachi chips. And then for Bank C, I'm going to take the, yeah, basically, these were all Hitachi. These are all Hyundai, but this is a Texas Instruments. So yes, I know I'm going to have to move chips up here and jumper it so I don't forget to do it when I do actually get a 2GS, because this is the memory card I'm going to keep since I'm stealing memory from it. But anyways, yeah, I want to put the matching chips on this card because it's the better card. Well, I guess relatively speaking. Oh, and Windows Defender says that it's not found any virus risks. That's nice, Windows Defender. Did you have to wait until I was live streaming to tell me that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, there we go. Yeah, the better card is the one with the 1 meg of RAM. Yep, and the VGA daughter card. Well, I mean, I just about had, I almost had an Apple IIe with the RamWorks card that had the composite daughter board. But I guess it's maybe good that I didn't get that Apple IIe, because if I had, then I wouldn't have had the money to buy this lot of cards. So I think I'm quite happy in managing to get a Lyron card instead of a composite card. Plus, I'm not sure that RamWorks card that had that composite card on it, I'm not sure it was fully populated with memory, so it wouldn't have been the 1 megabyte card. I think it just... All right. Oh, I'm... Ah, you got the card with the analog RGB out today. That is a very neat card, Adam. All right, so I have the Checkmate card. I have put 512K RAM on it. There are no jumpers to change. It should just work. I pulled the Apple II. Let me go upstairs and check my desk. I want to go grab that adapter because I have one more disk card to check. So let me go find my adapter so I can plug the floppy emu into this controller card. and then I'll put it into smart mode port, and we'll check the Lyron card. So let me go find that adapter. It's probably up on my desk upstairs. All right, I'll probably find the adapter like 5 minutes after I finish streaming. Or it's on my bench, and if you saw everything that's on my bench, you would see why, even if it was on my bench, I wouldn't necessarily see it. Or it's all the way upstairs, and I wasn't about to go walk another flight of stairs for the remote chance that I did something so incredibly silly to take that adapter all the way upstairs where I have absolutely zero computers that can use a floppy emu. That's probably where it is. That actually sounds very much like something I might do. Take the adapter all the way upstairs where there are zero computers to use it, and then leave it there. Okay, well, I guess I'll put one of these Disk 2 controller cards back in, and at least can let the RAM test in this Checkmate card. And I'll go all the way upstairs and... Because the thing is, I did have my Flappy Emu all the way upstairs because I was going to update the SD card on it with some disk images, so I may very well have taken that adapter upstairs to keep everything together, and then brought only the Flappy Emu back downstairs. Solution: I should just set a computer up all the way upstairs. And then if I do something silly again, at least I can say, oh yeah, I was using it with my other computer. Don't forget to check my ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah. Funny. Nice Adam, $500 for Bell and Howell. That sounds like a really incredibly good deal. Congratulations. Is that the one you posted recently on Facebook? Yeah, I probably will check my ultrasonic cleaner. Maybe I did put it in there. All right, so machine identification. All right. Well, it sees the 768K. That's good. Yeah, now this will be the time where I'll have a bad memory chip, and then I'll have to put a mismatched one in to replace it. It's a really early one made in 1979. Wow. Very good find. That's... Yeah, that's a very good find. For $500, that might be the deal of the year. Well, at least for Bell and Howell's. All right, so I'm just going to let that memory test run a few times. It's missing the Disc 2 card, which is funny now. Do you need a Disc 2 card, Adam? Well, I mean, I don't really have many to spare, but... Yeah, Disc 2 cards was like the one thing that auction lot was pretty light on, but I guess it's at least nice that I have a 2 that seem to be working. And of course I would... Oh, there it is. And of course I dropped one of the memory chips. At least I didn't manage to step on it. Yeah, I'm moving the memory chips on this 2GS card that I stole the RAM chips from just because I'm going to jumper it for... I'm going to pull up the jumper settings and change the jumper settings so I don't forget. Oh, you don't have spares. Oh, and here I am removing the wrong row of chips. All right. Well, guess I have to say, they when Apple II line made to takes a what's the is it a watchmaker slogan? Takes a beating and keeps on ticking, or something like that. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. I don't know. I'm probably getting my advertising slogans mixed up. For all I know, that was the luggage commercial slogan where they have the gorilla testing the luggage. And yes, it's still bugging me where that adapter is. I want to try the Lauron card. That's actually the whole reason actually, that card in this lot was like the whole reason I live streamed, because and I can't find the silly adapter. All right, well, at least my Checkmate card has RAM. I'm gonna pull up the Apple II GS memory card settings. I'm doing this now so I don't forget. Here we go. Apple II GS memory expansion owner's guide. Bingo. Found the manual. And I guess if anyone's curious, Timex watch commercial. Thank you. Oh. And I won't be posting that link because the URL is way too long. I was going to post the link to the manual, but the link to the manual is way too long. By 15 characters. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think what the manual's telling me is that if you've got 512K of memory, you want a jumper on the lower, the lower jumper. And if you have 1 megabyte, you put a jumper on both sets of pins. So there we go. Oh, you can't see that. Anyways, if I'm reading the manual correctly, there we go. So for 512K, it's this jumper. And 1 megabyte, it's this jumper. And I guess what it's implying is for 256K, neither jumper. So anyways, so that card I've rejumpered, so I will not forget. So I will not fool myself should I get a 2GS and try to use that card. Because that's the card I'm going to keep since I stole memory off of it. All right, I am going to let this Checkmate card run a few more times while I go see if I can find the floppy emu adapter. So behave yourselves in the chat, and I'll be right back. Oh, I guess I could go to capture input. I got the camcorder running in case anything like goes pop while I'm upstairs. Yeah, Trina, that's exactly it. I will not forget to change the jumpers, but I will forget where I put the card. You're right, Trina. You're right. Okay, I'll be back. I just gotta go hike all the way upstairs because that's probably where the adapter is. Okay. Don't know what I did with the adapter. It'll probably turn up at some point. I did, though, I found my box of floppy disks, which I wasn't looking for. So now I'll stop looking for the adapter and it'll show up in a couple minutes. I did grab a 5 1/4 inch floppy drive, so I can't test the Lyron card. And I tried to get that in fast enough before anyone put in the chat, don't test a Lyron card with a regular floppy drive, because despite what you see on Adrian's Digital Basements channel, he does sometimes guess incorrectly as to what drives go in Lyron cards. Yeah, Adam, I left the jumper on that card. So just grab a Unidisc 3.5 inch drive. If I only had a Unidisc 3.5 inch drive, I would just grab that and be done with it. All right, well, I can use a regular floppy drive to test this I/O controller card. And yeah, I'm just double checking that it's actually the I/O controller card. I stuck the Lyron card in a different spot, so all right. Okay, so I'm going to make a little room for the floppy drive. Now, this is a floppy drive that I bought a couple weeks ago on Mercari and haven't had a chance to test yet. So it might actually not work. Oh, good idea, Adam. Yes, I can at least make sure it detects it, even if I can't find the adapter to give it a ProDOS volume. Yes, I can do that. Because, yeah, it'll appear as a... Okay. Yep, okay. Lyron card's going into slot 5. The this controller I have is in slot 6. I'm just trying to find something to keep the Lyron's controller's connector from shorting against anything. And gaffer's tape fixes anything. Yeah. I'm using a roll of gaffer's tape to keep the Lyron card connector from shorting it into anything. So, all right. Well, that didn't sound the greatest, but all right, machine identification. It is, oh, there we go. ProDOS block device, disk 2 card. So let's see here, disk drive test, drive speed. So I'm at least going to test my floppy drive here. So let me get one of my blank disks. This one will work. And these things are built like a tank. That is spot on. Oh yeah, that looks good. General operation. Only thing I don't like about these drives is the fact that they just slam the heads into the drive to home to track 0. like the only part of... Ah, it seems to be functioning properly. Yay. Okay, that's good. So my floppy drive works. Yeah, that works good. Now, if I can just find the adapter for the Lyron card, because I would kind of like to boot into... I think the Floppy Emu has a image on it. Well, I mean, I guess I could just have it emulate a smart port device and give it a disk image, but I think the Floppy Emu has like a ProDOS like hard disk image of some sort. That could be cool to boot. All right, well, there's my SD card adapter that I don't want to lose because I'll need that because I'm working on videos. I'm trying to get a couple out before Marcintosh ends. But I got this box today, so I had to live stream opening it because it was like, I thought about it. I'm like, okay, I should be working on videos for Marcintosh, but I'm not going to be able to wait until the 1st to open this box. So I was like, okay, I'll live stream it. At least opening the box and testing the cards, and then people see the live stream and maybe they'll leave nice comments about things I should try with the Lyron card or funny things to do with 1964K cards, or I don't know, silly minutia like that. Or even the comment of, you couldn't have possibly tested all 19 of those cards so fast. You weren't testing them. And to the keyboard commandos, I'll just remind them that, you know, that counts as engagement too, even if your comment is completely non-helpful and proves that you probably didn't watch the video. Okay, I am going to find that adapter. I know it's down here somewhere. Hold on. Okay, I brought it downstairs with the Floppy Emu, but I had something else in my hands. What was the other thing I had in my hands? It's like I brought something downstairs for another computer. And that probably means, if I can remember which computer, which part I was bringing downstairs, I probably sat the adapter down beside the other item I brought downstairs. It was Console 5 cap kit for the Performance 600. Nope. Okay. That was a good thought. Maybe it wasn't that. Yes, I do have, if anyone's wondering, I have the capacitor kit for the Performance 600. And I have the capacitor kit for the CD-ROM drive. And I have ordered the capacitor kit for the power supply. I would like to thank Luke at Console 5 for putting the power supply capacitor kit on the backlog list. And he was actually got those built, sent me an email on Saturday, let me know, hey, I've got those back in stock, and I ordered one right away, and he actually shipped it out to me this weekend. So definitely will come in handy because the power supply needs recapped, or at least I'm pretty sure it does. No. Okay, that's my LC3. Oh, I'm just checking the computers that I've worked on this month, because oh, here we go. I found it. I found it. It was sitting over on top of my new bus network card that I have sitting beside my Performance 600 lid. Here it is. I've got it. All right. I knew what I had to do. I knew that I needed to just figure out what I had in my hand. All right. Yeah, it's right where I put it. Okay, so to test the Lauron card, obviously my Flappy Emu is not in smart port mode now, but I'm presuming that I can plug it into the Lauron card and switch it to smart port mode plugged into the Lauron card. Because that would be pretty silly if that is not the way you do it. Okay. Yeah, it was right where I put it. And I told you, I started to think I had something in my hand. All right. Oops. Well, let's select disk emulation mode. About smart port hard disk. Turn off computer. Here we go. Oh, and it would probably help if I turn the capture card on. Hold on. Oh, it does need to go in slot 5? Okay. I thought you put the primary disk in slot 6. Okay. Also, I don't think I had a, oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Look at this. Yeah, just start them with, yeah. Bitsy Byte by J. Brooks and P. Ferry. This is some smart port volume that was on the Floppy Emu oh, some software. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Games. Space Cadet, why not? That sounds fun. Okay, apparently that game doesn't work. Okay, go to games. Yeah, made it angry. There I was. I wanted to play Space Cadet. Never played it before, and it probably was a game for maybe the Apple II GS, maybe? How about, I don't know, someone recommend a game that you know will work on the Apple IIe. Some, whatchamacallit? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's no Oregon Trail. Okay. Yeah, some of these are for the 2GS. Yeah, I think that was, Frogger. Oh, Load Runner. That's the game I was trying to think of. Which, oh, is not. Oh, these are all ProDOS games, aren't they? That's why. Okay, these are all going to be ProDOS games. Narnia? Okay, well, at least Mario Brothers should work. Okay. I'll probably go to Mario Brothers. This. Oh. Oh. And boring. Don't know how to play that game. All right, let's go to Mario Brothers. One or two. All right, I don't have the joystick down here, so we'll go to keyboard. Sound is on. Oh, cool. Oh, wow, this is the. Oh, that's nice. I don't know what the point of this game is. It's a game about Barneys, yeah. Oh, okay, I see. You gotta bump them from below. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is like not the game I thought it was. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is where I realized that I'm not that great at playing games. This is also maybe the part where I realized that I think Ron was going to start streaming at... Oh. 10 o'clock, so... There we go. Well, this is really cool. So I got a working Lyron card. I got memory cards. I got more memory cards. I got Super Serial cards for days. Yeah, that's non-Super Super Mario Brothers. Oh, it's tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Ah, okay. I thought YouTube told me someone was streaming tonight. I didn't want to overstream anyone. Ah, it would help if I read the date. Well, guess what? I'm not overstreaming anyone. Let's keep going. I can edit videos later. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if there's anything else. Because there was another smart... Oh, I think I might know why that one game was unhappy. Oh, it would probably help if I didn't, like, reset the Flappy Emu. Hold on. There was a... I realized there was actually a second... partition. Let's try that. No, that's just... All right, let's see what games are on here. Oh no, none of those serial cards had cables. In reality, someone probably stripped them out of apples and neglected to take the cables. I mean, after all, Adam, this was the same seller that I think I was mentioning on Joe's Discord that I'd had. It had a bunch of these without the cable in it, and you said keep them for spare parts because the cables cost more than the card's worth. I guess the one nice thing, yeah, 2 socketed proms on these cards. I guess if I gotta... Yeah, I didn't get cables with any of them. The only cards that came with cables is I've got this. There was a Printer Pro card with a cable, which I guess I could have inserted. An apricorn. Yeah, an apricorn. The logo's kind of weird. Yeah, an apricorn parallel printer interface, which I guess I could see if Computer Inspector sees it. I did forget to put that card in. So that one had a cable. I had an I/O controller card that had a cable. That's just basically a disk controller. And yeah, that was like the only 2 cards. Oh, and the Lyron card had its cable. And that was it. Ah! Yeah, only those 3 cards had cables. Everything else, the Super Serial cards, no cables. So, interestingly enough, though, everything... Now, granted, I haven't been able to test the Super Serial cards because I don't have cables, but everything has seemed to work. We'll see if I could find a game I might actually be good at here. Shoplifter. Okay. Shoplifter, no happy. Okay, find another game. Tempting offer, Adam. Very tempting. It'd save me the time of yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me ponder that one, Adam. And in fact, I might even think I've got a disc 2 card that, if you'd want to buy one of those, that I think it looked halfway decent. Although you may be looking for one that's an older one. Let's see what date code was on it, if I can even tell. That one. That's 84. That may be. You might be looking for one of the original disc 2 cards, if it matters. Yeah, one of them was 84, and the other one. Oh, there it was. 86. Wow, those are some pretty late app disc 2 interface cards. All right, tell you what, Adam. Yeah. Okay, I'll do it. $5 a piece. Plus shipping. We'll have to find some anti-static bags to put them in, though. I'm not going to ship them out. And then if you want to make me an offer on a disc 2 card, if you want, well, hold on. If you could use a disc 2 card, I can make me an offer on one. I got one that at least the solder mask isn't all scratched up. The ROM chips are obviously have some scratches on it. Although, if those are the same ROM chips that are on these other cards, I might be able to make a better looking one. Oh, I bet they are the same ROM. I might be able to make a better looking one. Well, I mean, that might work. I mean, I still haven't, at least the thing for VCF East, I haven't hit the point where I can say, yes, I can commit to coming. I'm still kind of in limbo on that. Although, if I am at VCF East and Adam's going to be there, then I could also hand them over then. But still have to find something to put them in. All right, let's see if I can find a game to Oh, good night, Eric. Yeah, I'll have to probably end the stream before too long because I gotta be at work earlier tomorrow than normal. Okay, I'll hit you up offline, Adam. That would at least defray some of the cost of this, and I'll so Lemmings. Yeah, I'm. Oh, the Titanic compact Pro. Yeah, I've got to find a spot for that computer. But wherever that computer goes, it's going to stay there probably for a little while until I can strip the thing down and start working on it. Oh, Adam's gonna be flying in and out, so yeah, it'd probably be better if I mail him a dozen super serial cards. That would at least probably make sure that he would get them in better condition and not have to juggle them in his luggage, plus whatever he might pick up there that he didn't know about. So yeah, I gotta find a place for that computer, Jeremy. That's right. Probably going to have to come down to the basement because wherever it goes, it's going to stay. And although then again, we might just drop it in the garage. I'll figure that out. I got so many things to do between now and then. I'm just looking to see what games here. Pac-Man. There we go. Maybe I can do well at Pac-Man. Pac-Man didn't get angry. Keyboard. Normal. Well, this looks like a legit game. Oh, actually, maybe this is the official Pac-Man. It takes 2 people to carry it. Yeah, that's why, Jeremy, I knew it would take 2 people to carry it. That's why I was saying that wherever it goes, it's okay. What are the keys for this game? So the left, right, down. So it's not down and up. This is called, what in the world? I know my arrow keys work, and yet yeah, that's probably what we'll have to do, Jeremy. We'll just have to be careful not to trip over tree roots. There's 2 ways around my house to the basement, and one of the 2 ways we are not going with a big heavy computer in our hands. Because one of the ways down to my basement is steeper than the other somehow. Despite the fact both are equally as far. I don't know. It's my yard's the terrain of my yard is weird. I'm trying to figure out what the keys are for this game because left and right arrow work, but up and down don't. Not, okay. This game is awful. You, unless it's the oh, is it using the numeric keypad for directions? No? Does it not like... Okay, apparently Atari found a way to mess up the Apple to need help finding a place to rent an RV lot for one night. I'm going to have to look that one up for you, Jeremy, because I've never been asked where RV lots are around here. But yeah, yeah, there's got to be one around here. I would hope there's one around here because Skyline Drive is like so close to my house. Uh, actually, Jeremy, that might be one place. You might look Skyline Drive. So the one of the trying to think of which national park or forest it is. Actually, I think that is the name of the park. A is up, Z is down. Okay, well, I'll give that a try. All right, Pac-Man. Keyboard. I guess if it really gets desperate, I'll go find where I set the joystick. Getting a trailer for free. Nice. Just tried it in an online emulator. Okay. There we go. Except, of course, I'll still walk right into a ghost. And walk right into a ghost. And if anyone's wondering why I'm so bad at this game, it's because there is a latency added by a capture card. And that is... So maybe I was just really never good at Pac-Man to begin with. Oh, well. I guess that's a fairly fun mode or game. All right, let's see what else is on this image. I may have to load up the total replay on my floppy emu. That might be pretty cool. Of course, it might have about the same games as this one. Yeah, I don't have a composite video splitter. And most of the time I'm not streaming games, but when I do stream games, that's why I'm so bad at them, because I'm usually looking at a delayed picture. I mean, I'm looking at it in OBS's capture window, but there is a delay because it's going from my Apple II to my scaler through to my capture card to OBS. That definitely doesn't help you play. Just looking to see what's on here. Oh, thanks, Frodo Jetta. Yeah, it's pretty good. And I'll all right. Well, that's pretty cool. The Lyron card works. I guess I will be installing it in my Apple IIe. I would agree, Jeremy. Without the Apple II, there would be no Apple today because I believe there were many years early in the Macintosh days where it was the Apple II line that was keeping Apple solvent. I think without the Apple II line being as successful as it was, Apple would have probably gone the way of the Commodores and the Ataris. Of course, then again, I kind of wonder, though, if Apple didn't have the Apple II to fall back on until the Macintosh started making money, well, All right. So I will install this Lyron card. I'm going to have to find some thumb screws, though, because the thumb screws are not present on the DB19 connector. I guess I guess I'll go ahead and install it. Because I think I've decided I'm going to hold on to the Lyron card for now. Yes, I realize I could buy a Yellowstone card, but let's see here. Remember how the filler plates pop out. There we go. Ah, cool. Well, that's good. So now I'll just move this filler plate to this spot where there's an empty slot. And there we go. And let me go find my computer screw assortment. Which, of course, is not setting where I try to keep it. Of course. Nope. Of course I moved it. Okay. And of course, by moved it, I mean moved both of them, because I have two, and I've misplaced them both. Oh, no, it's not misplaced. It's just under a pile of Apple II cards. Here we go. I'm presuming the these standard standoffs will work in an Apple II. All right, let me see if I can find my... All right. Hold, please. I'm looking for the... I have a tool specifically for installing these, and and it's sitting under a pile of Apple II cards. There it is. All right. Oh, I mean, I've got a joystick. It's just not downstairs. In fact, Adam's the one that sent it to me. All right, I'm not quite sure exactly how they intended you to put... a controller card in slot 5 and a controller card in slot 6, but... All right, at least let me get the... There we go. So now my Apple II has a special upgrade in it. There we go. There's the regular disk controller and the Lyron card. Now, actually, I think I need to remove this card so that I can get the Lyron card into slot 5. And tuck this ribbon cable. So, and then put this card in slot 6. There we go. All right, I think there's my new Apple IIe configuration. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to go with the RamWorks 2 card that had a megabyte of memory on it that I didn't realize I was getting in that auction. And that way, if I ever get one of the daughter cards, there we go. And my Lyron card in slot 5 and my 5¼ inch disc controller in slot 6. So that is my Apple IIe. now, if I plug the, let's see here, plug the composite video back in. I think was that one there. And plug power back in. Oh yeah, and then I was going to put my floppy emu into... Do I know how to boot to the Lyron card? Is it PR pound 5? Or is there like some fancier method? All right, so, oh. Ah, you can't see. Yep, PR number 5, yep. All right, yep, I know how to boot to the Lyron card. Totally easy. There we go. So that's my Apple IIe. And then that's nice. The floppy drive I bought on Mercari works. Hey, Rick's Random Retro. Yeah, Apple IIes are cool. So I got my floppy drive from Mercari. It works, which is good because, well, at some point, even if I miss March and Tosh, I got a video about the LC that I want to do. It probably won't make March and Tosh, but at least I got a floppy drive that doesn't have green marker on it. AKA my mint floppy drive. Party har har har. And let's see here. The one I'm trying to work on right now, well, obviously not right now. I've got an Apple IIe on my workbench. But what I will be getting back to is I've got like, yeah, I might have some spare 80 column cards to sell at a very fair price to make a little money to fund my YouTube channel. So, tested working. I'll even test them again before I ship them. Although the expansion slot in the Apple IIe is a bit tough. Yeah, the only card I didn't test was this parallel card, but I don't have a printer that... Actually, you know, that serial port looks strangely familiar. It almost looks like the serial port on an MSX computer, except it's like DB15 instead of like Centronics 15 or whatever that connector is. But yeah, but yep, got a Lyron card, a RamWorks 2, 1 megabyte. The RAM on it's good. I got a couple of just a few spare memory cards to help fund some of my other endeavors on the channel, including making sure I have yeah, Super serial cards are spoken for. I do have just a few disk controller. If anyone needs like actual Apple proms from a disk controller card. What does the connector look like? It is... All right, let's go to table cam. right there's the connector. It looks like a DB15. And then on the other end of the card, it's a 14-pin ribbon. But it's an Apricorn or Apricorn. I don't know if that's an N or an M on their logo. Printer Pro, parallel printer interface for the Apple IIe. So that's the card. I did kind of forget to see if Computer Inspector detected it as a parallel card. I mean, it might be possible to put a standard connector on it. Might have to look it up. But yeah, I don't have a... Yeah, that is an odd connector for parallel, but yet it says parallel printer interface. It's quite possible this card works with a specific printer. That is an odd parallel interface. Yeah, you got that, Jeremy. Or Adam. Yeah, it's weird. The Laser 128 uses a DB15 for parallel, but it's a female port. Yeah. Kind of like they were still in the early 80s, still trying to figure out what a parallel port looked like. So anyways, yeah, Centronics is 36 pins. Yeah, it's like they didn't know what a parallel port looked like. It is definitely a weird connector. So, yeah, whether you could change it out or not, I don't know, Jeremy. I may look into it. They're not worth anything anyways. Yeah. That's what I figured. Well, maybe it might go in the free pile. Someone might want a parallel card. Or I might hold on to it. But they're not even useful for the one image writer I do have. But yeah, this is a pretty good success rate. Yeah. Yeah, at the moment I don't have any parallel printers that I could even plug into that card. So, anyways, yeah, that's we'll have to... Yeah, image writers are serial anyways. So, anyways, this is the probably the point where I'm gonna wind the stream up, because I've tested all the cards that I can. I've picked the ones that I'm gonna keep in my Apple IIe, and I gotta be at work earlier than usual, so that, and I got like one thing I was... Oh yeah, there was like one thing I wanted to do on the LC2 to... Well, probably not gonna do it tonight though, looking at the time. But yeah, I was so I'm working on trying to get an LC2 video or two out before Marcintosh ends. That's probably as far as I'm going to get. So I've got the LC2 with the Mac Effects upgrade card. I've run benchmarks on, I guess, the stock LC2 with the upgrade card, and I ran benchmarks on the LC3 just for good measure. There was like one more set I wanted to run, and it dawned on me that, wait a minute, I put an FPU socket on an LC2 logic board. Let me run benchmarks on that to get a baseline. But I may not do that because that's silly, because the only differences should be the FPU. and it'll take like 3 hours to run the benchmarks. So, and then I was going to do a video on how you install an FPU socket in the LC2. That's right. Ron had a short, and it inspired me to try something. If I can find the thing I need in the basement. So that LC2 video might have a little extra bonus upgrade in it if I can decide where to steal a 20-pin connector from. And yeah. So anyways, yeah, good stream, good box of cards. And yeah, I guess I'm glad that I saw it when I did and realized that just to make the seller an offer for $100, and they took it. So yay! And so I got a Lyron card in my Apple IIe, which is cool. I mean, I don't know exactly how totally useful the Lyron card is, but well, I mean, I can at least run the smart port images. So I guess I could run, probably could run Action Replay. The Action Replay image would probably work. Yeah, I got them all tested, Chris. Other than a parallel card that I didn't test, but they're not really worth. It's probably not worth my time to test it. But yeah, I got so yeah, all 19 of these cards worked. They passed the memory test. This one, there was only one of this one. It passed the memory test. So this Checkmate card that I had bought in a separate auction, and I stole 512K of RAM from one of those Apple II GS memory cards. It passes the memory test, so I successfully swiped 512K of RAM. So now I have a 768K Checkmate card. The three disk controllers worked, at least with OneDrive. The Lyron card works. And in fact, the Lyron card is the Lyron card is actually installed in my Apple IIe. I'm gonna leave it there. So that was actually something I wanted. And the card that I didn't even realize was in the auction lot, RamWorks 2 card, although maybe I just forgot it was pictured, that had 1 megabyte of memory on it. So that's the card. That's the memory expansion card I'm keeping in my Apple IIe. So, and it works. And so yeah. So I think for yeah, I got a pretty good deal. I got a few cards for my Apple IIe. Got a few cards to sell to kind of make up for what I spent on it, and maybe get a few other things for the channel. And yeah. And then I guess when I get back to some Apple II content later in the year, well, got a few cool things for the Apple IIe. So yeah. So now all I got to do is see if I have enough anti-static bags to, like, maybe do something with these cards. Because I need to clear off my bench space before my live stream on Thursday. So, yeah. So anyways, yeah, thanks for joining me for my, I guess, impromptu stream when I realized that I got home and the box was on the porch. I was like, okay, I got to unbox this thing because this is special enough. And yeah, this is cool. So always good, though, when I can pull out the 8-bit computers on the bench and have a little fun with them. Have to explore the images that come on the floppy emu for SmartPort. So yeah. But anyways, Thursday, it will be the Performance 600. I should have all the cap kits I need. So I'll be doing the power supply, the logic board, and if I have time, the CD-ROM drive. And depending on how quickly I can get through those, I might have 1 or 2 things up my sleeve to try in the Performance 600. And all I'm going to say about that is I'm just going to show this chip here. And this chip did not come out of the accelerator card that was in the Performance 600. But that is a 68040. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I may have bought something before I picked the Performance 600 up, and that will probably tell you. We'll wait till Thursday to reveal it, but that should tell you how likely I thought it was that that Performance 600 had some surprise inside of it. You will know when I tell you what I bought before picking that up. You'll know that my confidence was probably about 0, that there was something very nice hidden inside that Performance 600. So anyways, yeah. But yep, come back on Thursday, so subscribe, turn on notifications so you'll know when I go live. Hopefully I'll be on time Thursday. Being a scheduled stream that I've had scheduled for 2 weeks, it's more likely I'll be on time, knock on wood. Wait, there's no wood around here. Yeah, I'll probably be late. I'm going to try to be on time. I'll probably be late Thursday. But yeah, we'll have fun with the Performance 600 to kind of close out Marcintosh. The computer I wasn't even expecting to get, and it showed up on eBay at the right time. So yeah, and hopefully I'll get some scripted videos out before Marcintosh ends, or at the latest, the One More Thing day. So yeah, with that, I'm going to draw this stream to an end because I got to be at work earlier than normal tomorrow, so I need to go to bed earlier than normal. And because I've been live streaming, it'll take me longer to fall asleep. And I'm babbling now, so subscribe, like, comment, do all the YouTube things. See you Thursday. Take care. Have a good evening. And I'm trying to find the correct button to hit. And okay. Oh, there it is. All right, I found the button. It moved on me somehow. Yeah, I know. I have no idea where the month of March went. It has gone way too fast. I could use a couple more days in this month of March just to get videos out. So take care. See y'all later. Computerized Start is brought to you by my awesome patrons on Patreon and by your tips and memberships on Ko-fi. These and other channel supporters make my live streams possible. You too can become a channel supporter with tiers starting at just $1. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you've liked what you've seen, subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next video or live stream. And as always, thank you for all your support. I hope to see you next time. And until then, take care.